And I'm sorry that everything got to this point, but I just hope that after hearing my perspective, you can understand that I never had any bad intentions and never meant to hurt you. I think that is essentially all the information that I can add to the situation. After her first statement, I actually disagreed a lot with how things were portrayed and was pretty confused by a lot of the details. But her most recent response made things a lot clearer to me, and now I do think we agree pretty much on the order of events. We just don't necessarily agree on my intentions, but again, I do really hope that her seeing this can help with that.
Okay, oh boy, the final update in this saga. Let's do a brief recap, and gosh, was that ever painful to listen to. Alright, so a brief recap of the allegation timeline based on George's new response. Katie drops a stream accusing George of SA. George tweets that he will be streaming within the next few hours to respond. George streams his response to Katie's allegation the next day, and it looks like a pretty decent response. Katie then responds with her 10-page notes rebuttal, where she expands on her story and showcases evidence that one of George's friends, Anonymous, also checked in on her. George then immediately concedes on Twitter. Says Katie changed his perspective over that night and issues an apology. "I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry," in quotes. Dream starts a Twitter space and cries for whatever reason. Time passes.
Seasons change, time passes by.
George or Dream then think, wait, what the fuck, dude? We can text our friend and see what and why he sent that to Katie. Oh my goodness. Then they find out Katie either completely lied and put a misleading or fabricated screenshot in her document, or she got quote unquote confused. Yoo-hoo! Oopsie! Tee-hee! I'm just a quirky little e-girl. This is why people become sexist. This is why people become incels. It's not even because they can't even get booty. It's just because you act so stupid. We want nothing to do with you other than sex, because that's all you've proven to be worth. Don't be an e-girl like Katie, because you annoy the shit out of us. Future reference. Anyway, this caused literally everyone, including George and Dream, to think that George was guilty, and then these two people issued statements without even reaching out to their friend first to check up with him. George then posts his new video walking back his previous tweet, apologizes for a non-existent power dynamic, gives Katie inhumane, and I mean inhuman, if you will, levels of charitability to pander to the sweet audience that he has, which is essentially just Minecrafters with no thinking abilities. Probably a bunch of teenagers and kids.
And I'm sorry that everything got to this point, but I just hope that after hearing my perspective, you can understand that I never had any bad intentions and never meant to hurt you. I think that is essentially all the information that I can add to the situation.
If the victim is lying, the claims will be debunked and everyone will move on. If the groomer is lying, the victim continues to live with trauma, DTS, hate, doxing, threats, etc. So yes, I will support the victim without proof.
25,000 likes on this.
They ask, Sen, why do you hate the internet so much? Why do you hate the internet people? Why do you talk down to the internet people?
Because of shit like this. I mean, shit like this just kind of reinforces my point that I'm right and most of you are fucking wrong. And when I say most of you, I don't mean the people that are either my fans or that support George. I mean the people that dislike me for saying the truth. Literally. That's why you dislike me. And I don't have the patience to try to manipulate anybody. I don't really have the patience to sweet talk you people, to try to get you on my side. I'd rather just tell you how you're fucking stupid and I want nothing to do with you if you're going to really support a statement like this. I'm also going to demean you and talk down to you because you deserve it, and obviously your parents aren't doing it for you, or obviously you don't have a stern hand to do it for you either. So allow me to be that person to bring you back into reality. An internet slap, if you will.
George essayed a teenager, and his friends are still talking about DNF, by the way.
Teenager? She's 18, a legal adult, not a minor or a child.
Spell out 18 for me.
I just... Oh my god, yo. These people, man, they're so... I don't know if they're memeing at this point. I'm gonna keep using this comparison anytime I see an idiot on Twitter or anywhere on the internet where they literally act this way. Your parents failed you. Or you need to go back to college or school or get an education or something. Social media, TikTok has deteriorated your fucking brain to where you're a fucking idiot.
An 18-year-old is a teenager because teenager 18. Yay, I figured out the magic. I'm special.
Progressive culture has just fucked everybody, right? It was once an okay thing, kind of like the Me Too movement was kind of once an okay thing to actually combat injustices. But now we're at this point where just about any idiot is going to weaponize it for their own fucking gain. And in worst case scenarios, their squirrel brains are going to fucking deteriorate even more and weaponize this in a more, this is just comical way.
Quote, she felt lucky to be talking to a verified account, someone famous, someone I had followed and watched for a while. Now, this is not something that I was thinking about at all. I wasn't aware that she ever watched my content in the past. That was never brought up. This actually makes me feel pretty bad. The only reason she was messaging.
This makes me feel bad that she was only messaging me because I had subs? Go to hell.
2,200 likes! Yeah, you all are stupid. Oh my goodness. You know what the great thing about this statement really is? It kind of fucking breaks apart her claim. You know how she claimed the power dynamic shit, or either Katie claimed it, or some of her fucking stupid ass supporters, Shelby Support Squad, whatever fucking Amber Heard doppelgangers you want out there. And they were like, oh, it's a power dynamic. He's such a predator. I think a predator would be aware of the power dynamic. I think a predator or somebody choosing to abuse the power dynamic would be aware that there is one or whatever. They would be aware that, oh, this is a fan. I can just pretty much do whatever I want with them. What if he legitimately didn't know? Which I'm pretty sure like he's being legit here. And this was or would be the first time he's hearing from her own mouth
that she was so mesmerized over having to interact with someone with such a large sub count.
Well, I mean, as they said, Kanye, what did you say that one time?
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Yeah, exactly. It's fair to conclude that Katie is a gold digging whore. I mean, I know, shocker, right? Thought on the internet, bad parents, probably daddy issues. Sees older guy, starts cuddling with him. Oh my god. Whoa, have we never heard about this before? I mean, if you're watching this video and you are a thought, look deep inside yourself. Not the way you usually have men inside you, but actually think. Alright, use that little squirrel brain you have left.
Daddy issues, older guy. Oh my goodness. Why is this so relatable to me?
Holy fucking shit.
Sen, you're being too uncomfortable and ungrateful. Mean, blah blah blah.
Yes, because I hate most of you, if not all of you. Perfect example. Who in the right mind would ever fucking just like half of these things that I've shown you, if not like all of them? There's been no real good, fundamentally sane statement made by anybody in the Katie camp, right? I've been looking, guys. I've been looking. I've actually been doing my due diligence to give you a leg to stand on. Though, if I'm being honest, I should never give freaks the opportunity, since most of the ones I have given have fucked me over. And it seems like these people are no different. They are fucking over my intelligence and whatever's left of my hope for humanity. Oh my god. Well, idiots are gonna idiot. Now I'll leave you off with this last statement from George. And it's about a minute, so if you want to watch it, go ahead. Let me know what you think of this entire situation. I can't take any more brain rot from stupid people on Twitter. And knowing that they have 25,000, even 2,000 people supporting their stupid ideology that makes no sense and is not based on any fact whatsoever. Yeah, I think I need some air. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. George is still innocent. Poor guy. Shouldn't have bent the knee. Bad move. Bad move. Poor guy.
Her age. Like I said, I wasn't aware at the time that she was 18. I mentioned that they had come from an official VidCon after party, they were drunk, and I made the assumption that, knowing how these events are run, that she was probably over the age of 21, as they wouldn't have been able to drink in there otherwise. Now, they actually said that they drank somewhere else briefly before showing up, and that makes more sense. It is irresponsible of me that I made this assumption, and going forward, I will make sure to explicitly ask for a person's age. And I'm sorry, Katie, that I did not do that for you. I also brought up how when I was going back through the texts, I found a picture of one of them wearing a 21 plus age wristband, and I showed this picture. Now, this is from a group chat that I wasn't in, but Dream showed me this when I was making my video, and I figured it was relevant to why I was under the impression she wasn't 18. It is now mentioned that Katie wasn't actually the one that was wearing it, and it was just someone else's hand. So in these texts, they say, this is a quote, "Loose-ass 21 plus wristband. We have a strat." Now, to explain what this strategy is for the people that haven't really been in a club environment or a place where you would get a wristband like this, essentially they give you this wristband to show that you are over 21 so that you can get drinks from the bar. These wristbands are made in a way so that once they're put on, they cannot be taken off without breaking it. And that's precisely why they're used, to prevent people from underage drinking. But clearly the security that gave the girls these bracelets didn't do a good enough job and didn't put it on tight enough. And this just shows that you can never be too careful and shouldn't make assumptions like I did. And I should have asked for her age. And I am sorry that I did not. This is not a mistake that I will make again.